Hello, IBC Church family and friends, and welcome to this week's edition of the eNnouncements for this week's eNews. We're finishing up our first week of Advent, a wonderful time of the year where we prepare our hearts and our minds to celebrate and welcome the birth of Jesus. It's also a time where we look forward with anticipation to the fact that Jesus is indeed coming again. It's that Advent season of the year where we wait and we long for with anticipation all that God has in store for us through Jesus Christ our Lord. A couple of things that I want to highlight for you today as you look at the e-news below this particular email. First of all, we have throughout this week been looking at hope, the first word for the first week of Advent. We've been looking at Advent reflections using our YouVersion Bible app. Perhaps some of you have not yet joined and you would care to join us as we look at these very simple and yet very powerful Advent reflections. You can do so by clicking the link that's just below this video in your e-news, and you can join the rest of the IBC family as we read these Advent reflections. This week, of course, we've been looking at hope, and we've learned some wonderful truths about hope. The more we get to know God and His character, the more hope we can have. And we realize that hope is not based on circumstances. Instead, it's based on faith in God's promises. And God's faithfulness motivates hope for us in the present in light of God's future. And of course, Jesus Christ is indeed our living hope. He's the one to whom we cling. Take a look at the YouVersion Bible app and join us if you would. Bible reading, reflecting on these given themes during the Advent season is a way that together we can prepare our hearts and our minds to celebrate the arrival of Jesus and to look forward to His arrival again. As we continue to think about these things, it's important that you realize that coming up we have 3 more weeks of words, peace, joy, and love. You can be a part of that and sharing your ideas, your thoughts with the Lord as well as with the rest of us. One other thing I wanted to highlight is that we do have a Christmas Eve service that's coming up on Christmas Eve at 1 o'clock, online only. On-site only, not online. And it's going to be a service of music, of the Christmas story with kids and family. It's a place where you can invite your guests as well. We have a few more music slots available for those of you who would care to put together a family, a small group, or other kind of musical presentation. If you'd like to do that, please contact Lucas or me. Look forward to that special service on Christmas Eve. Thanks for being a part of what God is doing here at IBC Berlin. If there's some way that we can help you in the journey of finding and following Jesus, please let me know. I'd be happy to come alongside and help you discover hope, the living hope that's ours through Jesus Christ our Lord. I look forward to seeing you on Sunday. Please check out some of the details about how we're doing worship on site, trusting that you will be on time, that you'll register in advance, and that you will take all precautions and consideration for others as we face some of the challenges of this corona season. Blessings to you. See you on Sunday.